A very good evening from the Tamandaya Hockey Stadium here in Johor Bahru in Malaysia. It is Game 3 on day 1 of this, the 10th edition of the Sultan of Johor Cup. It's great that this tournament is back after 3 years where obviously the COVID pandemic meant that it couldn't be contested. And the last time it was contested was 2019. And Great Britain were victorious over India. Well, the next match is going to see India back starting their campaign to try and change that and make sure that they can match Great Britain in 2022 by winning their 3rd Sultan of Johor Cup. They won in 2013 and 2014, but lost both finals in 2018 and 2019 to Great Britain. So India have come here with an agenda. They believe that they can win this, that they have the players to win it, and certainly their captain Uttam Singh has said that in the press. Well, Malaysia, their opponents tonight, they won the very first tournament back in 2011 and were runner-up in 2013. They've not graced the finals since then, and they are hoping that they can turn that around in 2022. Promises to be a really good game. We've got the Johor Ultras here who will be drumming and driving me mad, I'm sure, during the game because that beat just gets in your head. Anyway, I'm Ashley Morrison, looking forward to sharing all of the action with you in this last game on day 1. I'm pleased to say I've got a team sheet for this game. Didn't have one for the last one, which made it a little bit difficult, but we got through it. And my apologies for any errors made. But it has been challenging. Anyway, I'd like to acknowledge our sponsors who, again, have really come to the fore and helped us make this possible. One of those is Project Innovations Private Limited, and their in-house expertise adds value to the consultant's design, and they also assist by conducting value management and risk management workshops when they're employed to do a job. Also, we have Ong & Ong. Their home is in Asia with over 600 staff in 7 countries: Singapore, Indonesia, Malaysia, Mongolia, Myanmar, Vietnam and Thailand. And, of course, then we have Grandwork Interiors. They're trusted by many well-known and established retail and commercial brands globally, with clients from more than 44 cities in 20 major countries. And we do ask that you support them wherever possible, or if you know somebody that might be able to push some business their way, please let them know about these companies who are supporting hockey and supporting us here at the Sultan of Johor Cup. Also, please like to acknowledge Griffin. Make an impact and discover more at griffinhockey.com. The start of this game just moments away. The players just in one final huddle around their coaches. We were chatting yesterday to C.R. Kumar, the coach of India, and such a modest man who really tries to stay out of the limelight. And he said he's so excited to have these young boys and really wants to stay on in charge for the World Cup next year, which will be hosted here, the Junior World Cup in Kuala Lumpur in 2023. And it would be great to see the Asian teams really perform well and just give the whole region a lift. And, of course, many of those players then go on and become international players. We've seen that through the Sultan of Johor Cup with both India, Australia, Malaysia, all those countries, even Great Britain. There are players that are playing now for the national teams who played in the Sultan of Johor Cup since 2011. So it really is a great stepping stone for a lot of talented youngsters coming through. Malaysia, well, can they do it this year? Again, they promise so much. The crowd turns out and every year supports them, but I can't think they could have picked a tougher opening game. This will be a real test, and you can hear the support for the home side. And you really want to see them perform because it will just lift the region, and it will also make the crowds turn out in their numbers over the coming week. And they do create such a wonderful atmosphere when they do come. And the umpires are waiting down below us. And they are Salim Lucky from Bangladesh. Salim Lucky, who actually, I believe, had his first international tournament, was actually in Malaysia, in Ipoh at the 2013 Asia Cup. And then we have also from Oman, we have Kamis Al-Balushi, who if the FIH computer is correct, this is his first tournament outside of Oman. So big special moment for him. He's one of the neutral umpires here in Johor Bahru in 2022. You can hear the drumming starts, and maybe that will drown out the music as well, which has been extremely loud tonight. And I think we had a few problems in the first game with our effects microphone, and we apologise if that spoilt your enjoyment of that opening match. But the umpires lined up, the players down below us. We're just waiting for them to get the nod to walk out to the centre of the pitch. And there go the umpires, and now the captains will follow. And of course they'll make their way out to the centre of the pitch. Just announcing the team lineups. And I'll maybe share those with you after the national anthem, just so you can see those. So making their way out slowly. Well, the first national anthem to be played will be that of India. And so we will pause for that national anthem, and then of course Malaysia will follow. I think they're just going to announce the Malaysian players. Well, I might join in with that. We'll do our player lineups, I think, after the national anthems. It'll be a lot easier, and you can read those. But the announcer just a little bit behind schedule, I think, because hopefully we can still get the national anthems in and start on time. Now this game is a real difficult one for Malaysia. They haven't actually beaten India in an under-21 game since 2011. They've got to go all the way back to then. They had 2 draws in 2012 and 2013 at this tournament. And since then, India have beaten them every single time, including the Junior Asia Cup. So this young group of Malaysian players, they've got to really go against the form books tonight if they're going to get a victory. But time now for the national anthems. And first up will be the national anthem of India. And now we'll have the national anthem of Malaysia. Well, as the players now break apart and just do their normal get-together, we're going to quickly look at the team lineups for both teams. First up, we'll look at the lineup for India. And as you can see there, starting under the bar from them will be Ankit, Malik. And they've got some really high-flying forwards. Hundal can cause problems. They've also got as well Sudeep Chamako wearing number 9. And Angad Bir Singh wearing number 8 of some of the players to look out for. Turning our attention to Malaysia, well, number 3, Al Fariqo, is their captain tonight. And again, they've got some exciting young players. It's just whether they can perform, and we will be hoping that they can tonight. Shafiq Daniel is one of those, a penalty corner specialist, and they'll need him to fire if they're going to get a result against a team such as India. Final huddle from Malaysia, and they break up. India do the same on the left-hand side of the pitch. India in the blue, Malaysia in the all-white with red socks. And the fans are about to find their voice, you feel, and they will continue for the next hour. And it will be Bobby of India that will get us underway. Again, a really exciting young player from India. Got his chance at the Junior World Cup in 2021. Was a little bit lucky. Maninder Singh, who got injured with a hamstring injury. So Bobby took his place, and Maninder, of course, had played in this tournament twice. In Brian, the back, it was, well, there was no advantage played, but India want to get on with things quickly. Play is quick by Uttam, their captain. Comes out wide now. Ankit Pal goes back again. Good defence by Malaysia, forcing India all the way back to the halfway. Rohit goes wide onto the left-hand side. Good lead now from Vishnukant. Vishnukant plays it back into the defensive line. Letting that one run and having to work really hard to keep that in play, but Amandeep Lakra doing well. 2 players by the name of Amandeep in the side, so one is just Amandeep and the other is Amandeep Lakra, so you will hear me try and differentiate between the two. Free hit goes to India, pushed wide this time by Vishnukant. Good block by Malaysia, and that found the foot, so it'll be a free hit just outside the circle. Taken quickly by Ali Amir. Ali Amir was a player that the coach was saying is a really young talent for India, and he believes that he has a wonderful future. Hails from Uttar Pradesh. It's his first selection for a national team, so look out for Ali Amir wearing number 6 for India. Malaysia finally get the ball, and they're put under a lot of pressure and turn it over. The ball coming up with Rajinder. Now it's Uttam. Uttam feeding it forward. A lovely pass by him, picking out Bobby. Bobby again plays it back, this time to Amandeep Lakra. Goes to the air. Brought down inside the circle. Looking to try and weave his way through. Stolen away. Good tackle coming from Shami. Somehow India have the ball back. Amandeep Lakra. Just the play with the wrists there to try and throw a dummy from Vishnukant. Wonderful to watch. Edge of the circle now, trying to turn. Good defence from Malaysia, but penalises Jeffriness. So India still have the ball. Almost 3 minutes gone, and Malaysia have hardly had a touch. Comes to Rohit now. Wide again. Amandeep Lakra, short pass to the baseline. Trying to play that along the baseline. It gets ricocheted up in the air. India have it. Calling for the ball was Hundal. And now it's been lost, and a chance for Malaysia to go forward. Carried forward, looking for support from Mamat. Strong coming together there. That was Rajinder and Razak for Malaysia. Razak with the free hit now, just outside the 23-metre line. Looks to play it straight into the circle. India, though, got a touch outside. Carried out by Amir Ali. And again, good hassling in the forward line coming from Mamat. Malaysia, well, they thought they had the ball back, but the decision goes India's way. And India looking to ring the changes down below us. And that one just bouncing, unfortunately, away from Bobby. Bobby Singh Dhanmi hails from Haryana. Of course, where the great Sardar Singh. Stolen again by Malaysia, played cleverly onto the foot. Good play there from Norizam. Malaysia throw it to the air. And good work coming ahead of the defender, but didn't quite get that one under control was Hazrik. India again, using the width. The defenders out wide. Amandeep Lakra. What a pass that was, straight through, managing to find Angad Bir. Good work again defensively by Malaysia. And Malaysia having to work hard. Good work at that time coming from Hazrik. And Hazrik will win the free hit for Malaysia. So Malaysia have been under the cosh and they've managed to not concede, which is really important. A slight mistrap that time coming from Norizam. Turning with space is Puvana. India again. Not being pressured, able to carry it forward. Brought down again well, this time by Amandeep. Good work around the circle, played into the back post, trying to turn with the shot. It's gone in, and in front of goal, just waiting and just poking that one home. A really good finish in the end, and India take the lead. And I think the final touch coming from Amandeep. We will check in a minute, but pretty sure that Amandeep was the man in front of goal who got the touch and gives India the lead in the 6th minute of this match. Well, you have to say it was coming, and it was a really good pass to the back post. And then played across the face of goal, and no mistakes from India. India again looking to go on the attack. Rohit goes square at the back. India didn't play any warm-up games coming into this tournament, so nobody really was sure what they were bringing to the table. Malaysia, well, they had a few games, practice games against Australia, Great Britain and Japan. Good work again being done that time by Uttam, their captain. Uttam was part of the team in 2019. Has gone on to play for the national team, and he believes that they are good enough to win it this time around, that they have a squad that is capable of winning. I can confirm that Amandeep was the goal scorer. Just appeared to me, the man from Chandigarh. Tends to play in midfield, but can play as a forward, Amandeep. That's a lovely steal coming from Zulhanif. Zulhanif leaving the ball behind. Carried forward now by Norizam. It's another free hit just outside the 23 metres for Malaysia. Down the line, Zulhanif plays it infield. Malaysia looked to crack it into the circle. Did that hit a foot? Yes, it did. First penalty corner of the match goes the way of Malaysia. And Malaysia usually very, very strong from penalty corners. And this will be a test now for India. Malaysia would love to get back on level terms. And the fans certainly to our right that are bouncing up and down, they will be hoping that that is the case as well. Ankit Malik in goal for India is going to be tested. Hails from Jind in the Punjab. So at the second battery for Malaysia is Prabu Tangaraja. They go to the first battery though. Good flick that time coming from Mamat. And India though on the counter-attack, but just a missed trap that time from Angad Bir. Look at the pressure, high press from India, really putting pressure on Tangaraja. So India really setting their stall and saying that they are here to take this competition seriously and really want to win it. Every time a Malaysian player gets the ball, they close down so quickly. Thought about going wide that time, no option there, so Faris Harizan having to go back into the defensive line. Tangaraja, good pass forward, but look at India coming through. Good work that time from Rajinder. Super pace down the left-hand side. One hand on the stick, looking to play it towards the circle. Peels for a foot, and a penalty corner is given. Just catching the foot of Faris Harizan. So India now have their first penalty corner. But blistering pace down the left-hand side. And Amandeep just trying to calm everybody down there at the moment. I think people are getting very excited. So making his way to the baseline to inject for India is Vishnukant. Tiwari waits at the second battery. It comes to him. He flicks hard and low, and it's going to go in. It's the final touch, though, coming that time from Hundal. And so India have a second. Hundal perfectly placed just to poke that one past the goalkeeper. And India, in the 10th minute, have a second goal and now lead by 2-0. So really showing that they mean business here tonight. Hundal played in the Junior World Cup. He's 6'3", he's a monster of a man. Hails originally from Amritsar. And again, Malaysia find themselves on the back foot. Well, we've seen wins from Australia and Great Britain today. India are putting themselves in a really strong position early in this match. It's only the first quarter, already 2-0 up. Comes wide to Sharda. Sharda Tiwari gives possession away. Break forward now coming from Shami. Shami pushed it wide. Jasmi ran out of space and out of play it goes, and those are the opportunities Malaysia has to use. Jasmi, who plays for the BJSS Bukit Jalil Thunderbolts, Sports School Thunderbolts. Played in the FHE Cup, which was, of course, part of Griffin, who are one of our sponsors here today. It's going to be rebranded the Griffin Cup, which is an under-16s and under-14s tournament in Western Australia. And that will be, I believe, at the end of November, beginning of December. Jasmine Jamlis played in that and won bronze in the under-16s. Beat the WA Whale Sharks 4-0 in that bronze medal match. So 3.5 minutes left in the first quarter. Malaysia throw an aerial pass forward. India just let it bounce harmlessly out of play. Amin Rahim, the coach of Malaysia, is going to have to really, I think, have a little look at how he sets his team up for the second quarter. Almost missed trap there, but eventually got under control by Razak. Just need a hold possession for a little while. And again, just the pass down the line not coming off and the frustration showing. India throw it to the air. Wasn't brought down properly by Rajinder. So possession goes back to Malaysia. Nice break down the left-hand flank coming that time from Danish Ayman. Danish Ayman takes it quickly into the circle. It goes across the face. Goal. Hit the umpire. That is a goal. If it comes off the umpire is not part of play, and therefore the ricochet is beneficial to Malaysia, and they have pulled a goal back. Well, you don't see that too often, but Malaysia absolutely right. India just stopped, and you can see the goalkeeper, Ankit Malik, is not happy, but he still had to save that, and he failed to do so. And so Malaysia have pulled a goal back. So important with 2.5 minutes left in the first quarter. So Shami confirmed as the goal scorer for Malaysia. And you won't see a goal like that too often. I must admit, I have seen one here in Malaysia like that before, where there was a shot, I think it was here, hit both posts, then hit the umpire, and then went in. But India just caught by the ball hitting the umpire. Here he comes now. Danish Ayman, and it's a... Oh. No, it's not gone in. The crowd thought it was a goal. So India, well, they've just gone to sleep a little bit, I think, at the end of this quarter. And they're going to need to just regroup. Maybe a little bit rattled by that goal. Good pass managing to find Angad Bir along the baseline. Looked to lay it back. Nobody was there for India. Picked up in the end by Norizam. He's given it away. Here come India once more. Along the baseline. Good clearance. Was it deliberately over the baseline? Not according to the umpire from Najmi. So it'll be a long corner. So we're into the final minute. India will look to get that, I would think, into the circle fairly quickly. They go the direct route. It comes wide now to Rohit. Short pass from him, managing to pick out Vishnukant. Rohit again. Just over 30 seconds left. Deflected up by the captain, Alfarico. Alfarico beaten there, and over the baseline it goes, or is it? It's a free hit just outside the circle. Must go the 5 meters. We've got 20 seconds left. Comes back. India patient with their build-up once more. Not sure they're aware of how little time is left. Forced to go back as Vishnukant. And this may be the final touch in the first half. Oh, sorry, the first quarter rather. And that is the end of the first quarter. Well, India took a 2-0 lead and looked to be cruising, and then a freakish goal put home by Shami after the ball hit the umpire has really given Malaysia a lifeline and a chance to regroup now at the first break. As they head into the first break, it is India 2, Malaysia 1. Well, welcome back to the Tamandaya Hockey Stadium for the second quarter. I can tell you that India have just rotated their goalkeeper. I don't think there's anything in it except for rotation. Mohit comes on under the bar for them. And the frustrated Malik Ankit will take a seat on the sideline. India were really dominant in that first quarter, and I'm sure they will look to continue in that vein. The amazing thing is this is their first game since the Junior World Cup last year. So these players, according to their coach, have been absolutely itching to get out there and play. South Africa in very similar boat, had not played a single game since the Junior World Cup. Comes out wide, good pass that time, Amandeep Lakra. Amandeep Lakra will throw it high out to the left-hand side, brought down with consummate ease. Super pass into the circle, but unfortunately Hundal couldn't get that one under control. So Malaysia, they've got a lifeline. Faris Harizan plays it out now to Jeffrinus. Infield he goes, looking to feed it to Alfarico. Alfarico, the captain today, he's a very small man, and not surprisingly, Faiz Jali is his hero, the very diminutive Malaysian player. And there's not much difference between their height. And he's saying, well, if he can do it at the highest level, so can I. Great run through the middle now from Ankit Pal. And again, just a mistrap on the far side, and the attack breaks down for India. Faiz Jali is 1.56 m, and Alfarico is 1.59 m. So just 3 centimetre difference between the two of them in their height, but both able to compete at the highest level, which I think is admirable in a game that's so physical. So Malaysia again inside India's half. Can they get something out of this attack? It's a good pass down the line. Into the circle it goes. India wisely let that one run. They'll have the free hit on 23 metres from the sideline. Looking to slide that one down the line, but a little bit of the roll of the pitch, meaning that Bobby couldn't keep that in play. So it's back with Malaysia. Faris Harizan goes infield. Put under immense pressure, stolen away brilliantly by Angad Bir. Angad Bir didn't get the purchase on the ball he was hoping as he played that. He was just falling away, and that's why there was no strength in the pass. So And Malaysia again look to play out from defence. Carried forward this time by Faris Harizan. Lifted that one too high into the Indian player. Sharda plays it in. Manages to find Amandeep. Comes back to Sharda. And that was just too narrow in the end. Malaysia hemmed in the corner, get it at Alfarico. Is the man under the ball. That was almost like David and Goliath. Vishnukant and Alfarico. In fact, it was Puvana, my apologies, not Vishnukant. Puvana is a very tall man as well. Malaysia slipping but keeping possession. Closed down, stolen away. Here come India again. Oh, what a dummy that was. And what a goal that is. Bobby fires home. The dummy was sublime. The finish was even better. India lead 3-1. Well, what a finish that was. It was a lovely dummy. Sold the defender. And India now lead 3-1, restore their 2-goal advantage. Well, incredibly, Bobby, the Junior World Cup was the first time that his parents had ever seen him play hockey. Started playing at the age of 10. And when he's been given that opportunity, boy, has he seized it. Malaysia now need to take advantage of every opportunity that comes their way. Slipping again. And the Indian player coming in, it will be Shami with the free hit. Goes back, plays it to Norizam. Norizam has to go all the way back to Jeffrinus. Now across the defence it goes, carried forward by Mizron. And that's just run away that time from Hazrik. Well, that was a special goal. Remember Sardar Singh selling a dummy to 2 players. I think it was in London in the Champions Trophy. That was just truly remarkable, but that was up there. Amandeep goes back to Amandeep Lakra. Sharda played it wide, thrown in the air again. That should be Amandeep's ball. Blocked. And Malaysia look to come out of defence again. The crowd cheering them on. Shami cuts inside, did very well. Now he's shown a lot of the ball. Did well to keep it for Malaysia. Alfarico won't get to that. Collides with his teammate. Will be Malaysia ball and playing on quickly. That was quite smart in the end from Hazrik. But again, just running away from the player. And in the end, the foul committed by Irfan Razik. Cyril Lagun. Cyril Lagun, another one from Odisha, from Chandigarh, renowned for producing great Indian defenders, including the president of Indian hockey now, Dilip Charki. And great news if you are a lover of hockey today that there's talk that they're going to resume the Hockey India League. Lovely little swerving run coming into the circle, super play. The Hockey India League was a wonderful tournament and I think helped develop so many players. And if they could bring it back, it would be fantastic. It was an absolute privilege to commentate up there for several of the tournaments. So we're halfway through the second quarter. India have just added to their tally with 1 goal. They met last time in 2019. It was 4-2 to India. Just slipping again, all the players having a little bit of trouble with the weather here. Angad Bir wins the long corner for India. The rain continues to fall. Rajinder. Sharda. And that's deflected up. The umpires, that was good to see. Umpires just conferring. Wasn't 100% sure he'd seen it right, so just checked with his colleague and made sure that the interpretation was correct. So it will be a 16 for India. Amandeep Lakra had to bring it across to the line in which the ball crossed the baseline. Comes into Ankit Pal. Oh, what a turn. And stolen away by Al-Fariqo. Lovely pass by him, just drew the defender. Malaysia into the circle. Was he impeded? Penalty corner. Well, that was good play by the captain of Malaysia. And they've won a penalty corner and they've got a chance to pull another goal back. Second penalty corner of the match for them. First one didn't go quite as well as they would have hoped. Coming on with the instructions is Faris Harizan. So we will see who they go with this time. Making his way to the baseline is Hazri. Tangaraja is at the second battery, and the reflection on the floodlights is giving me a bit of trouble, seeing who's at the first. And they don't use any of those. Hit into the Indian player. Went to Razak. So another opportunity squandered by Malaysia. Brought down by Amandeep. Just pushes it forward. Lovely little weaving run from Vishnukant. Has to go back though. Good defence by Malaysia. Ankit to Vishnukant. Malaysia come up with the ball once more, but it, I think, caught a foot first. So Ankit Pal plays it to the baseline, looks for the return pass, gets it, surrounded by Malaysian players. Good defence by Malaysia, and reverse stick clearance just anywhere will do at the moment under pressure. 5 minutes remaining in the first half. India leading by 3-1. And Malaysia at the moment really struggling to get any time on the ball. Brought down well. That was watched all the way by Shami, but his pass to nobody has gone out of play, and the look on the face of Razak said it all. Chance again, Amandeep. Lovely pass and a lovely lead. Forced out though, good defence again. Comes back to Amandeep. It's going to break kindly. Reverse stick shot, it's gone in. Well, I think that shot came in from Sudeep Charmako, but it doesn't matter who scored it. India are leading by 4-0, and they are really in control of this match. There is no doubt about that. The ball in again by Amandeep, just piercing the defence, and India making no mistake in front of goal. So confirmation it was Sudeep Charmako. And he's a rare breed because he hails from Chandigarh in Odisha, but actually is a forward. And of course, as I mentioned, they're usually renowned in India for bringing out the best defenders, the likes of Dilip Turki and Barindra Lakra. Here come India again though. Bobby now out wide. Has to go back. Still got just under 4 minutes left. Rohit. Good crossfield ball, but good marking as well by Malaysia. Comes wide, deflected down the line by Cyril Lagun. Amandeep. Amandeep again, back to Cyril. Trying to turn in the corner is Uttam, the captain. And Malaysia just poke it out over the side. So Uttam will have the ball by the corner flag. Self passes, looks to go to the players, does a 360, taken off him. Good tackle, Malaysia. Given away though cheaply again. Amandeep to Cyril, to Amandeep. Amandeep didn't quite get the pass he was hoping. And Malaysia get the free hit coming out of defence. Zulhanif now over the ball, takes a touch, goes to the air. Well, the Indian defender was reaching over the top. Cyril Lagun going, what did I do wrong? He goes, I stood my place, but any stick around head height has got to be dangerous. And I would have thought if you're leaning over your opposition player, there can be no question. So Malaysia still trying to find a way back into this game. Deflected over the side off Hundal. Malaysia play it back into the harder defence. Mizran out wide to the right-hand side, carried forward. Good pass this time, a little bit of space. Pinged into the circle, but the deflection from Malaysia, no one got it under control. And it's been given, though, as a long corner. India, I think, questioning that decision. And Malaysia, to be honest, I think a little bit surprised. So can Malaysia find a goal late in this second quarter? Break down the side again, into the circle it goes. India somehow managed to stop that hitting any feet. And now Malaysia penalised. Hazriq was the player penalised and very dejected as he walks back. Sharda. Trying to just work a little bit of magic was Vishnukant. Wins a free hit. Sharda over the ball for India. Lets that one run. Sharda and acres of space. Closed down eventually, but a good lead from outside the circle coming that time from Chamarko. And a free hit goes the way of Malaysia just outside the circle, and they'll take their time with just under or just over 10 seconds remaining in the first half. Still have possession and turn, and the ball goes out of play. And there goes the siren for the end of the first half. Well, India were leading 2-1 at the end of the first quarter, and then goals from Bobby, a wonderful individual goal from him, and then another one from Sudip Chamarko, means that heading into half-time, it is India 4, Malaysia 1. Welcome back to the Tamandaya Hockey Stadium. Malaysia making their way out for the second half, and it's going to need a really big effort from them to get back in this game where India have been so dominant and currently leading by 4-1. Just want to thank again the boys from the Reverse Stick Global Hockey Podcast who sent us some very nice cakes to enjoy during the evening, and I have to say we were a little bit peckish, and so we've tucked in during that halftime break, and thank you very much for those, and we do appreciate it. In the second half, India, if they continue the way they played in the first half, who knows what the final score could be. They have been so dominant in this tournament. Of course, it was a bit of a surprise when they didn't win last time against Great Britain. I think 1-0 they thought they were going to do it quite easily. But this fixture normally averages 4.8 goals when they play each other. Well, we're already at that stage. You just wonder how far it can go. And as I said at the beginning, Malaysia have not beaten India at under 21 level since 2011. So that's 11 years. And this bunch of players are going to have to really dig deep if they're going to break that run tonight. But India just looking too strong, and also looking full of running as well. These players looking really fit. C.R. Kumar was saying how some of them now are getting the chance to train with the Indian senior squad. They're being pulled up for training sessions, and that of course builds competition in a squad and also makes the young players believe that they can go on. I'm always a big fan of coaches doing that. Whistle goes, and the second half and the third quarter underway. Malaysia looking for a way back. Positive start by Najmi. Wins a free hit, told to take it back a little bit. I feel that Malaysia really need to get the next goal. I know it's a cliche, but if they can get the next goal, who knows what may happen. And again, look at the high press coming from India. Took a deflection that time off the stick of Ankit Pal, and also the foot. Played forward again, but Malaysia pick it up. Alfarico with a good pass forward. Shami, who scored the goal, gets a penalty corner. Stick check coming in there from Amir Ali. So Malaysia with their third penalty corner. The first two have not gone according to plan. So now they have a chance to get this one right. If they can get this right and pull a goal back, there might be a little bit of belief creep in amongst these young players that they can come back in this game. Making his way to the baseline is Najmi. At the first battery is Shami. And then we have Mamat at the second. Shifts slightly to the right. They go to Shami. Not a good trap. It caught the foot of the captain, Alfarico. And so, unfortunately, another penalty corner not taken advantage of by Malaysia. And India get a free hit just inside Malaysia's half. Sharda will get the ball back. There's Ankit Pal wide on the left-hand side. Ankit just comes back. Sharda. Over the side it goes. And the umpire just blowing hard because he wants to do his shoelace up. I think we're just holding play up for a second there. Jeffrey Nusu played it over the side, and India get the chance to go on the attack again. Malaysia sticks low down, good to see. But India now get the chance to come forward again, bundled off the side of the pitch, but in the end, it is going to be a free hit to Malaysia. So Malaysia will be wanting as much experience at this level you would feel in the next year with being the hosts of the Junior Asia Cup. India, great chance and a really strong block coming in that time. Brave one from Mizran. Long corner for India. Has to come back. Vishnukant this time plays it backwards. Comes across now to Sharda. Malaysia look to push out. Ball comes wide now to Amir Ali. Amir. Down the line he goes. Blocked at the edge of the circle. That was Bobby trying to play it in. And down the line go Malaysia, but nobody there. But a touch comes off the stick of Ankit Pal. And so it will be Malaysia ball just inside their own half. They go back again into the defensive line and try and build from that defence. Angle pass is a good one this time. Managed to pick out Irfan Razik. The pressure again from India. Malaysia get a free hit. Nice deflection forward into the path of Faris Hazran. Oh, great anticipation coming out of defence that time by Amir Ali. Amir Ali lays it wide now to Bobby. Bobby on the angle across the face of goal and sliding in, trying to get the final touch. But just too far ahead. It was a great effort coming in to try and get on the end of that from Uttam. And that's the difference. India, when they get in those positions, are just looking so, so dangerous. Another long corner for India. Sharda. Amir Ali. Just caught the back of the stick that time, unfortunately for Johnson Purty. So Malaysia now playing it from right in front of their goalkeeper and almost losing it. They have lost it now inside the circle. Good recovery though, and that was great recovery from Mizran, who's put in some really telling tackles at the moment. Rajinder keeps the attack going though for India. And now it is going to be Malaysia ball. And it's a short pass again, but clumsy challenge, I would say, rather than nasty from Puvana. Malaysia edging forward. Irfan Razik is to play it down the line, coming across. Good cover by India and Amandeep Lakra. Malaysia get to the baseline. That path is closed though. Have to play it back out. And again, just helped forward and over the baseline it goes. And it is going to be a 16. And you have to say, very good defence by India there, not allowing Malaysia any opportunity to turn and get the ball into the circle. Just closing down that space. Lovely play now by Rajinder. Plays it to the top of the circle. Looking to slip that pass. Again, stepping out well is Zulhanif. India wanting a penalty corner. Certainly very vociferous in their complaints was Bobby. Puvana rather. Well, he is Chandra Bobby Puvana. Malaysia certainly having a little bit more possession in this quarter than they did in the first two. Helped forward. Now there's a chance for them. Shami into the circle. Long corner. Can they find a goal from somewhere? The diagonal pass was not a bad one, and it's resulted in a free hit. Weaving his way towards the circle is Razak. Lost possession. And now India looking to come forward, and a great timing of the passes. Angad Bir has players coming forward, just showed a lot of the ball and then was basically bludgeoned off the ball by Razak. I have to say, the thing that's really impressed me with this performance by India is just the weight of their passes. They've just been perfect in many cases, just to the player as they come into the space, to just be on the end of their stick. Sharda. Happy to let that one run. Was Rajinder. In the circle it comes, slipped back, reverse stick shot, and just lifted, unfortunately, that time by Bobby. But again, the awareness inside the circle to let that ball run for Bobby, who was making the run behind the other player. Comes now to Chermarko. Sudeep Chermarko just doubles back, was looking maybe for the penalty corner. 3D skills, lays it square. And that's good defence again from Malaysia. And they're now got a chance to go on the attack. Mamat looks to release it, takes a tumble. Will be a free hit. So Malaysia in a good attacking position. I must say, Jeffrey was the player who intercepted in the circle just now, and he was the one who set up this counter-attack, but it's given away again by Malaysia. Just not accurate enough with their passing at the moment. Sudeep Chermarko gives it away, though, back to Malaysia. What can they do with it now? Good work being done by Shaimi. That's a really good lead as well, coming that time from Shafiq. Shafiq, though, forced into the corner. Another long corner for Malaysia. 5 minutes left now in the third quarter. Still haven't managed to pull a goal back, but haven't conceded and have dominated possession in this quarter. Just going off the stick that time of Vishnukant. And it will be another free hit. Vishnukant then just picking up a green card. So India down to 10. Malaysia come down the left-hand side. Lifted and across the goal it goes, not able to bring it down. That was always going to be a tricky ball for Mamat, who was running into the goal, was then had to turn and come back out and try and get it under control at shoulder height. Oh, what a lead that is. Wonderful run again from Sudeep Chermarko. Off his line was the keeper. It was a good save as well, coming that time from Rafaizal. Rafaizal having taken over the duties in goal for Malaysia in the second half. Pushed into the path that time of Ankit Pal. India again, here they come, top of the circle. Wasn't a good trap. Malaysia come up with the ball, but forced back right into the corner. Really good defensive play coming from Puvana. And Puvana still there causing trouble in the corner. Stolen away by India, but Malaysia will come up with it once again. India comes swarming back, and that was a rather heavy touch. And a little bit of frustration there. Hazrik, if he'd have managed to just get a soft touch on that, play it forward into space. It looked like he had the pace to win the race towards goal. Puvana loses out, and here comes again the chance now for Hazrik. Hazrik squares it, top of the circle, great block. Wonderful block inside the circle from Amandeep. And now India launch defence into attack. Driving forward. Still somehow India have the ball. And Bobby in particular has it. Amandeep squares it to Sharda. 2 minutes left. Amir Ali wide on the left-hand side. Looks to angle it top of the circle. The touch was not a bad one. Looking to deflect it forward with Sudeep Chermako. Fariko will get the free hit, just lifted there. And quite amusing, the Indian bench just signalling with both hands that they did not agree with that decision with the umpire. Just a shake of the finger to say no, 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 no. So India still on the attack now. Took a deflection off the Malaysian stick. Going to break kindly. No, it's going to be a free out for Malaysia. And they just breathe a sigh of relief. This is very, very tiring to defend for so long. Just over 1 minute left in this quarter. But they've done well not to allow India to get any more goals. Cut out brilliantly by Rohit. Played square that time by Rajinder. Short pass. India look to go around the back. It's bobbling along the baseline. Cleared eventually by Faris Harazan. Across the face of goal. Did well off his line that time. Rafaisal. Ball played square to Shaimi. Return pass is a good one, picked up by Hazrik. Hazrik still on the ball, got a little bit of a bump that time from Rohit. Malaysia try and turn, they don't get the decision, and they all just lift their heads up in despair. India go on the attack again. And the hooter goes for the end of the third quarter. No goals in that quarter, so that's a plus for Malaysia. India, though, working hard, still trying to find a way through. But as we head into the final break, it's India 4, Malaysia 1. The Malaysian players just jogging out for the final quarter of this final match on day one of the 10th edition of the Sultan of Johor Cup. And it will be Malaysia to get the final 15 minutes underway, trailing by 4-1 against India. Can they pull any goals back? And can they maybe keep a clean sheet for the second quarter in a row? Small steps. And that was clear foul. Looking to get on with things quickly is Najmi. Throws it high and long. Brilliant covering defence again to bring the ball down. Malaysia, though, have it back. Shot on the turn. Oh, just on the outside of the post that time from Danish Ayman. And that brought the crowd to life. But they really needed that one to sneak inside the post to just give Malaysia a little bit more hope and a little bit more urgency. Amir Ali now from the sideline. Lovely little shimmy from him. Takes him away from Danish Ayman. Into the circle go India. Cross the face of goal. Good defence in front of the keeper by Malaysia. And swept out clear in the end by Mizron. Amir Ali, lovely little short pass from him. And the turn coming that time from Vishnukant, who wins a free hit just outside the circle. Plays it short. Comes back to Amir. In turn, he plays it to Sharda. Helped on wide by Amandeep. Top of the circle, well intercepted by Al-Fariqo. Battling hard, it's India that come up with it through Vishnukant. Drilled towards the circle, and it caught the arm of the Malaysian player, who of course was holding the stick, so that's why there was no penalty corner given. Good explanation again by the umpire very quickly to let the Indian players know what happened and what he saw. And there's 2 balls on the pitch again, which is a little bit frustrating because Malaysia were looking to try and counter quickly then, counter-attack very quickly. They've gained about 10 metres, I think, from where the ball actually went out of play. Now they've been told they can play on Faris Harizan, plays it infield, gets the ball back. Now goes square to the far side of the pitch. And didn't get it past the first defender. That was a really frustrating point for Mizron. And now here come India. Malaysia got the numbers defensively, but there's trouble. Uttam, top of the circle, plays it wide, cross the face of goal. Al-Fariqo is back. Well done, the captain. Good goalkeeping as well by Rafaisal, who came off his line. India will be annoyed they didn't get one then. And they've won a penalty corner now, so they may well get one yet. Second penalty corner for India. They did score from their first, so they have a 100% record so far. I was going to say a little bit earlier that number 15 for Malaysia, the captain tonight, Abdul Razak, he actually apparently is a big Bollywood fan, and Sardar Singh was one of his heroes, so this will be one that'll probably hurt a little bit because I think he'd have wanted to perform really well against India. Out it comes, Sharda flicks, brilliant save, Rafaisal. That was a super save. Malaysia again scrambling defence. Get the ball clear, they've got a free out as well. Well, Rafaisal has done really well in goal. He's only 18 years of age. Kumar Subramanian now coaching the goalkeepers in Malaysia. Of course, was for so long their leading goalkeeper. And an absolute gentleman to boot. Doesn't mean he won't make the keepers work hard in training, I'm sure. Lovely turn that time coming from Mamat. Mamat tries to get along the baseline, appeals for a penalty corner. He gets a free hit just outside the circle. Mamat self-touches, self-passes rather. It'll be another free hit to Malaysia this time. I think it's just inside the 23-metre line. So must travel 5 metres. They played on quickly. Deflection comes off the Indian stick, so it'll be a long corner. And again, not trapped by Malaysia on the 23-metre line, so just had to wait a few seconds. Played square, deflected towards the circle by the captain, stolen by the captain. Alfarico determined to keep battling away. And caught the foot there, so Malaysia with a chance to come forward again. Found the foot once more. Fans really giving them loads of advice. Norizam laid it back and it goes all the way through. Nobody able to get on the end of that ball in from Tangaraja. So we're gone past the first 5 minutes of the final quarter. Just under 10 minutes left now. India have not added to their tally since the second quarter, but they have kept Malaysia at bay. Alfarico turns and gets a good touch to keep possession for Malaysia. Fed forward now to Hazrik. Hazrik, good pass by him into the circle. Malaysia are there. Turn across the face of goal, and it's penalty corner. Danish Ayman again was in a good position. So Malaysia, fourth penalty corner. Is this where they get it right? Well, that was really good play by their captain, Alfarico. Played in the Hockey Fives in Lausanne. Of course, Malaysia winning the Youth Olympic Games in Hockey Fives. Whether you like it or not, it is an official event. So can Malaysia pull a goal back now? They shift to the right. Out it comes. It's a good flick this time, and they've done it. They've pulled one back. Mamat gets the goal, and Malaysia have a second. And that will lift their confidence. And as I've said before, it may well make a huge difference at the end of the tournament when it comes down to goal difference. You just cannot tell. So India will be frustrated about that, I'm sure. But it also may be a case of grabbing a tiger by its tail, because India may now come out firing. It's going to be another free hit to Malaysia. Surely they can't get another one now. 2012 and 2013 in the Sultan Johor Cup, these two teams played 2 3-all draws. India have got 4. I don't believe Malaysia could get 4 tonight, but you just never know. Played over the sideline this time by Rajinder. Malaysia have got their tails up now into the circle, just taken away, as it looked like Faris Harizan was going to go all the way through. And the defensive work, Rohit kept calm. Played forward now to Johnson Purty. Amir. Rajinder feeds it out wide again to Angad Bir. Bir played it to the baseline. Malaysia, good defence again. There's not many options forward, and played off the stick of Bobby over the sideline. So Malaysia ball from the side. Just under 7.5 minutes left in this game. Malaysia could find another goal, and that's a very poor overhead pass Into the circle it goes. Shot. Oh, what a save. Faisal, what a brilliant save. Because that was mishit, and they are often the hardest to save because you're moving in one direction. But it is a penalty corner for India, their third. And no doubt they will be hoping that they can restore that 3-goal cushion. Amandeep Lakra and Sharda wait. Amandeep Lakra at the first battery, Sharda at the second. Goes to Amandeep Lakra. Good deflection. Faisal. Another sharp save by him. India let it run out of play, so they get the ball from the side. Sharda. Good defence from Malaysia again, forcing into play backwards. Amir Ali. Got plenty of space now. Feeds it forward. Good pass. Picks out Amandeep Lakra. Amandeep Lakra was looking for a foot. Didn't manage to find it. Good work again. And shot. It's dribbled wide. Well, Bobby, I think, was looking to get the final touch. But it was really good work. Top of the circle from Rajinder. It's a long corner. And just getting that one wrong. Was Amandeep. So still, we've got 6 minutes left for Malaysia to get back. And the free hit this time goes against Malaysia, and Jeffrinus pushed wide. Vishnukant looks to double back. Malaysian player following him all the time. Good work being done by Jasmi Jamlus. Here come Malaysia again. Well, that looked like a back of the stick. It will be a Malaysia free hit. Comes wide now. Faris Harizan. And he missed his captain, and India have the ball now coming forward. Amandeep lays a good pass forward infield. Brilliant pass. Great defence coming back, though, from Faris Harizan. But it was a super run once more from Uttam, the captain, who just seems to time those runs into the circle so well. Sharda. Uttam manages to get it through, and not able to get the shot away was Hundal. But he has won, I think, a penalty corner. So India with their fourth penalty corner. And we have 4.5 minutes left in the match. And the noise level in the stadium is pretty loud. Can hardly hear myself thinking at the moment. So Shardar again lines up at the second battery, and we have again Amandeep Lakra at the first for India. They shift slightly to the left. Out it comes to Shardar this time. What a flick! Faisal could not even move. It had pace, it had direction. India get a fifth. And Sharda scores from a penalty corner. So once again, Malaysia find themselves now 3 goals down. So the comeback, you feel, is over for the Tiger Cubs. Managing to keep going forward is Najmi. Najmi wins a free hit, played on quickly by Malaysia. Lovely weaving run, off the stick it goes of Amandeep Lakra. That's Razak with the run. Into the circle it goes. Malaysia collected. Can they get the shot away? Deflected. Oh, just wide. So unfortunate. Good place by Mamat, but he just got it the wrong side of the post. And now it's India bursting forward again. Alfarico, the captain, going all the way with them. Good work once more being done by Bobby Singh. Malaysia getting everybody behind the ball. And that's a mistrap there, just catching the foot of Amir Ali. Good pressure still from India. They're not going to let India, or Malaysia rather, get through the game lightly. So if it stays like this, South Africa and Malaysia both will have lost, and both lost by 3 goals. Malaysia, though, will have scored 2. So South Africa's 1 against Great Britain. Again, Malaysia wanting the free hit, being awarded that just inside the circle. Just over 2.5 minutes left. Pass to the baseline. Turn, what a steal. Hazaric thought he was just going to head along the baseline and the ball just taken off him. And now here come India again. Inside the circle waiting was Bobby. That's a great diagonal pass. And good defence in the end. Amandeep maybe should have just gone himself, try to be unselfish and square the pass, but surrounded immediately inside the circle. Good defensive play coming across again from Puvana. Puvana, and he tried to bring that one out of the night sky, but it caught his body. So Malaysia ball once more. Jamli Jamlis. Was that a foot? No, it wasn't, according to the umpire. Well, certainly using the hip to keep himself away from the defender that time was Angad Bir. I think the umpire, though, could never have seen that from the angle that he was standing, but clearly use of the hip by the Indian player to stop the Malaysian being able to tackle him. India again. Rajinder now. Trying to find a way through the wall of white shirts. In the end, they have to come outside the 23. Sharda. Oh, a lovely diagonal pass. Reverse stick shot. Up it goes. Unfortunately, off the stick of Hundal. Will be a long corner because it took a deflection. Rajinder just making sure it's in the right spot. Sharda. We're in the final 10 seconds. It'll ricochet wide, and that will be the end of play on day 1 of the Sultan of Johor Cup 2022. There goes the hooter. And a victory for India. To join them being victorious today were Great Britain and Australia. But India tonight just looked really strong. And goals from Amandeep, Hundal, Bobby, Sudeep Chamako and Sharda from a penalty corner were in the end just too much for Malaysia. And the final score here was India 5, Malaysia 2.